Hey folks, how are we doing there? It's John with Not Work Tabletop, and we're having another quick look at the Warhammer community because on the 2nd of August, on Sunday just gone, I was busy, but of course we got the Sunday preview on the Warhammer community website, the webpage, and look at what we got. Look at what we got. I know some of you will have seen this already, I know many of you will, but I wanted to come and have a look at this, and we've got, and I wish these blew up a little bit more, the Chaos Dragon with the Lord on Chaos Dragon model, and this, I'm getting this when it comes out. This looks awesome. It's going to look fantastic next to my Warp Fire Dragon. I love my guy on Manticore, but I really want to do something with this. This looks absolutely awesome. I'm loving everything to do with it. And they even suggest using it as Galrook or Garuak. Which is a cool one, because of course the Galrock model is that really awkward metal model, and yeah, I think that might be happening. Special character, two-headed dragon, very ready seen on the field, but I think that's happening. Obviously, we've got another look, and we looked at these a while ago. The Champions of Chaos coming out, so imagine it's going to be like the High Elf box when you've got the mounted and the guy on foot. I've got plenty of mounted Chaos Champions, but I guess I'm getting another one because I want that banner bearer to go in my force. I don't currently have a good enough banner bearer in the Chaos Force. I've been sort of using some of the unit ones as a banner bearer, but I quite like this guy. I like this guy. I like having the mounted champions and the various mounted champions. I might start theming them a bit more, because I was looking at getting another mounted champion for reasons. The new Chaos Warriors, I've said I love them. I think these are fantastic. I like the fact that they seem to harken back to the ones that we've already got, and yet have a bit more liveliness in them. I'll have a bit more of a look at what these guys are, but I can see me adding a box of these to my collection as well. I love the Knights. I think the Knights also look boss. In fact, I think the Knight looks like a better sculpt than the Foot Warriors there, because they look really ostentatious without being overly so, maybe. I don't know, there's something about these guys that just screams that they're cool. And I mean, I've got Chaos Knights of a couple of flavours already kicking around in the box, so I don't know if I'm going to be getting any more Chaos Knights, although I can see a massive Chaos Knightly army maybe being a thing. I might have a bit of a respray and a repaint on some of them, and maybe these will get added to the ranks as well. But these look really good. You got the Cathayan box as well. This looks interesting. This looks kind of fun. The Cathayan side of the box. Although nothing ready for us there, but there is a box set which will have all these bits and pieces in. So that will be interesting. That's the Battle March games of the paired box sets. I think that's the Chaos Battle March, and I think that's the Cathayan Battle March. Very cool though. I especially like this. I think this is a particularly cool. I think it's a Kirin character model for Cathay there. People are saying Cathay is fairly dull at the moment. Maybe not. I remember a lot of things used to be very basic, and you made the best you could of it. And then obviously we have the announcement of these are the boxes. The announcement of Old World, Arcane Journal, The March of Chaos. Now this is the meat and bones of I feel the article. That and the dragon. The other stuff we've seen before this is a 48-page book packed with new lore, new rules for creating your own Chaos Champions, so hopefully we're getting even more weird and wacky Chaos stuff on top of what we've already got. Expanded winds and magic mechanics, which sounds great, and even more. That's awesome for Chaos players, because the Chaos army really should have a lot of wackier stuff, and I think somebody at the design studio has gone, hey guys, we kind of really need to have some of this unpredictable strangeness coming back in for some of the factions. You know, Orcs had animosity and completely random wacky stuff that would happen outside the effects. So they don't have the animosity anymore to make them a bit more reliable to play with. Some people would say more fun. I would argue on that one. Although granted, it wasn't much fun to sit there and have your entire army do nothing. But the fact that they argued kind of offset the points cost and what you were actually getting. And you kind of really feel that. I fought Orcs the other day in a Battle March game, and they crushed my High Elves effortlessly. Really felt like my elite infantry wasn't worth even having in front of his basic infantry. And yet, we are starting to see more things creeping for Chaos. That's going to be even more unusual and fun. Hopefully it's a bit more across the board, because the amount of things you couldn't take or were exceptionally niche that's out there for Chaos at the moment, at least when I was flicking through things again recently, because I haven't played for a while. Yeah, so this is quite exciting, and I like this Arcane Magic Ploys card pack. Now, I imagine this is tying into what's in here, but this looks like a general thing, but it says Winds of Magic Mechanics, so I guess this is to do with the Winds of Magic Mechanics. It's like a strange magical effects. The Magical Ploys pack contains 56 cards with a wide range of mystical effects, promising great power or maybe untimely death for any wizard brave enough to draw them. And that, for me, is old school Warhammer, where it was dangerous. Now, that was more in the RPG than I think it's ever been on the tabletop, but the old battle magic that used to exist, which had a couple of boxes that they released for it, where you had the card system where that was how you played, I thought was always fun, because there was other elements and other things they threw in there just to make it a bit more dangerous. Even if you thought you had the most powerful wizard on the field, there was something that could be played by the other side and maybe catch you off guard. This looks like a little bit of a love letter to that, and some of the old crazy magic stuff that could happen, and miscasts, and when it was just more than just hurting your guy, you could have all kinds of stuff happen on the battlefield. That's looking like that. A little bit of Blood Bowl. Morgan Thorg, because we love Morgan Thorg. It's the all-time star player. He's fantastic. And then these lovely plastic sculpts coming out or coming back out for the teams, for the Minotaurs and the Rat Ogres, giving them something to put into the things. And then a couple of pitches and some of the stuff for Blood Bowl. And then we have this actually quite look at this as well. The Black Library Bjorn the Fell-Handed limited edition. Because Bjorn, I do love Bjorn as a character. Since he first got a model, since he first got lore, always loved Bjorn. So there we've got to look at that. But then I noticed yesterday we're getting more Necromunda information, and this new edition of Necromunda, everyone was quite concerned about it. We've seen some bits of it now, and it's probably going to be okay. Until we see a lot more. I mean, a lot more. It's hard to 100% say what it's going to be like. But once again, we're starting with Escher, and they've got some new model releases coming out for the Escher. And some of these are quite good. I mean, yeah, it's not like the Escher's lacking for fun models, but yeah, this all looks pretty tasty. And we're getting an Arcane Journal style update book as well. So we're hot on the heels of when everything comes out. We're going to be seeing the House of Blades, which gives the Escher a thing. And they're doing very similar things to what they're doing in Old World, which is why I thought it was a thematic switch over from the Sunday reveal. Is that you're going to get different ways of building your gang, from a wild hunt to the chemist cult, as well as having extra bits for your existing way of building a gang. Looks like they might be going full ham on Necromunda as well, and with hope in sight for them building into what is a muchly appreciated game system, as opposed to trying to 40k eyes or AOS it down or change things dramatically. I feel that possibly stuff like what happened with 3rd edition Horus Heresy, where there seems to be a lack of interest there now. People may have learned their lesson a little bit and gone, what people want are raw refinements and tweaks and the ability to enjoy, I'm not scrolling backwards and forwards there, enjoy what they've got while adding interesting and fun stuff to it. So there we go. So these bits are coming out, and this looks all kinds of fun. So just a quick update there and a quick overview for me. I know we've got the August a rumour mill thing is back. We're going to have a look at that in a bit, but I thought I'd just quickly get this out there before I kind of fall behind the curve on what's going on, as I've been a little bit distracted the last couple of days. Also, if you haven't seen it yet, if it's not out when this gets posted, we have our 2,000 point Conflict 47 battle report, where my zombies go up against the Chronic Sharks Automated Battalion, so check that out as well. But thanks for stopping by, thanks for listening. Throw me your views down below. Do you like the new Chaos stuff? Do you like the new Necromunda stuff? Do you think that Old World Necromunda are heading in an okay direction? What do you think of the Cathay stuff and Battle March in general? I found Battle March kind of interesting playing it. I think there's some stuff that's ultimately better than other stuff that's there. But that's the restriction of smaller points. What do you think? Go on, throw some comments out there. Let's start having a bit of a chat. It's time to start building the community, and I might be adding new things soon. So have a good one. Be excellent to each other. Look after each other, and remember, it's not work. It's tabletop.